Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. Today we toast NBC. That's right, the original Peacock network. Is it National Broadcast Company or National Broadcast Corp? Because I want to say ABC.
I thought it was corporation.
All right, then maybe ABC's. Anyway, NBC. Now, they have the broadcast rights to the Olympics. And the Olympics, of course, feature the world's top athletes competing in sports that we only watch once every 4 years. But it's always a hit. But NBC decided that the average non-athlete should also have a multifaceted competition of their own. So they developed what they call the Ultimate Slip and Slide Competition Show. So think about shows like Wipeout or Holy Moly. The Ultimate Slip and Slide Competition, it's a 10-part series, and it would feature pairs of friends or siblings or co-workers competing in multiple rounds of games like human pong, body bowling, cornhole, bocce ball. You understand where it's going. Before the top two teams earn their way to the Ultimate Slip and Slide Competition. And in fact, the Whammo company is behind this because they own the rights to Slip and Slide. And so they have this big contraption, and if you make it all the way, you get to compete on the slip and slide itself. Now, unfortunately, in spite of this potential summertime hit, NBC had to shut down production of the series. They already had two hosts lined up. I want to say they had Bobby Moynihan, formerly of SNL, another comedian. Right, like I said, it's all the stuff you see on summer TV, but they just shut down production because, and I'm using their own words, explosive diarrhea. At least 40 crew members and multiple contestants succumbed to Giardia. You know what that is?
No.
It is a parasite that a lot of times you get from contaminated water, whether it's drinking water or the actual events they're doing. When they say explosive diarrhea, they're saying like everyone succumbed to this. And when they say explosive diarrhea, it was in the water, it was on the ground, it was in people's pants. Some people were collapsing. All right, and this is all because of these butt problems. So NBC had to shut down production.
So it wasn't one person. It was all of these people.
Everybody, dude, production people, crew people, contestants, pretty much everyone involved that was on this set succumbed to this. And when they say explosive diarrhea, they're not minimizing this. This apparently was a real bad situation. So anyway, after people pooping madly, they shut down production. No word on whether or not NBC plans to resume production, but they had what they thought would be a bona fide summer hit until the, quote, explosive diarrhea. And look, when one of these major networks calls it explosive diarrhea, that means it's 10 times worse. Because they shy away from
a lot of people.
That is a whole lot of people. Damn. That's a lot of poop, brother. So anyway, to NBC. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Steve at Thrill Hill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, John. Welcome to the Men's Room.
What's going on?
Hola! All right, John, you understand how this here game is played?
Yeah, I know how.
Fantastic. You have your choice of one of three stories. We have the wonderful world of drugs, We have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find under food? And finally, Interior Decorating, where you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone.
All right. You want to do drugs or what's in the biscuit?
I'll do drugs. You want to do drugs?
You want to do drugs?
I think drugs.
Let's do drugs. We're going to do drugs.
Okay, you got to do drugs.
So John's with John.
Yeah, John. They are two separate people.
Gotcha.
And both of them into drugs. I dig it. All right, here is your story. We go to Florida. I know, shocking. I believe, Mike, you just had this conversation with your father where you to explain we don't actively search out Florida stories.
That's correct.
Florida does everything they can to let you know what has gone wrong. This is no different. In this case, an 18-year-old from Gainesville. He's in jail with a bond of $675,000 after a drug-induced attack of a man. At approximately 9:15 in the morning, deputies responded to an armed disturbance. Deputies spoke with the victim and a witness who explained that Marcus McCabe had attacked the victim with a metal pipe. The witness is the ex-girlfriend of McCabe, and the victim is the current boyfriend of that witness. The couple told deputies that McCabe approached the victim while he sat in the car and struck the windshield several times with the metal pipe. McCabe then began attacking the victim through the passenger window with the same metal pipe. The deputies located McCabe's vehicle and attempted to pull him over. However, he rammed two patrol cars and fled. After leading deputies on a chase for about 5 minutes, he finally spun out of control and decided to flee on foot. But eventually he was taken into custody with what they say, help of a canine. In other words, McGruff the crime dog got his ass. Anyway, while searching the vehicle, deputies located drugs, a scale, and a metal pipe. McCabe told deputies he'd been taking that specific drug all day. And he says he intended to confront his ex-girlfriend. However, he became enraged and blacked out after taking the drugs. You see, it's the drugs' fault. Anyway, he was arrested and charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, burglary with battery, criminal mischief, 2 counts of aggravated assault on law enforcement, aggravated fleeing and eluded, leaving the scene of a crash with property damage, resisting without violence, possession of a controlled substance, and drug paraphernalia. The question is, what drug was he on? Was he on PCP, bath salts, crack, or Molly?
That's a good one.
I think Molly, personally. What do you guys think?
Blacked out. I don't know much about bath salts, so I'm gonna go bath salts. I just know people get crazy on that stuff.
People crazy, yeah.
Crazy. He didn't try to bite no one, though, I don't think, did he?
Now, just the metal pipe, ramming the cop cars, fleeing from cops, running on foot.
Probably got bit by a dog, yo.
Oh, yeah, I think took him down by the ass.
Maybe he was just doing crack.
Mm-hmm. You think he was doing crack, John?
Is crack an option?
Yeah, crack's an option.
Yeah, I think I'm going to lock it on crack.
Lock it in on crack,
Lock it
John.
on crack.
All right, we're going to find out what this guy was on. PCP, bath salts, crack, or Molly next.
That was a tease.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Back to the conversation. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Category drugs on profile. This we had a Florida man in jail after attacking a man while on drugs. Attacked him with a metal pipe, and the guy was in his car. Then he gets into a high-speed chase before being arrested, taken down by a canine dog. Question is, what was this guy on? He said he was doing it all day and blacked out. All day. PCP, bath salts, crack, or Molly.
And that is the very question that we posed to you, John. Let us start with our very own Miles Montgomery.
That means no.
It does mean no, Miles, but I think it's a good choice, given what we know of the results of bath salts to be and how people seem to behave.
And when people use them, it typically is Florida.
Absolutely. And John Part 2, you went with crack. And this has all the hallmarks of someone on crack. However, I'm afraid not. But here's what's going to piss you off, John. Your first response, straight out of your mouth, you said Molly. And that, in fact, was what he was on.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I would have guessed that.
I would, man. I'm not saying I've had Molly, but if I had Molly, my memory would be that I'm in a great mood.
Hugging people.
And the last thing, especially old women, and the last thing I want to do is attack people.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Tan.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, Armageddon. The Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Look who it is. It's Mike Hawkins.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Speaking of shows, there was a particular competition that went on over the weekend. Did you guys all take place in this wonderful battle of titans that eventually came down to one single winner over the weekend called the Westminster Dog Show?
I did not watch that.
You didn't watch it.
But I enjoy watching it when it's on.
You guys didn't see Wasabi take it all? The Pekingese?
No, what did I see was the craziest photo? Oh, it was,
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds was there with his...
oh, no kidding.
York Terrier thing. I don't know what it is.
Schnauzer. He had a mini Schnauzer.
That's what it was.
Mini Schnauzer. Yeah. Well, this Pekingese by the name of Wasabi took it all, and if I'm not mistaken, I haven't verified this, but I believe he is the grand dog of another dog that actually won this particular competition.
Oh, really?
I feel like his grandfather won this thing.
Okay.
So
do you stud these things like they do with horses?
I would imagine so.
Right, if their pedigree
I think they have to
right?
I think they have to be able to reproduce.
Exactly. And they have to be, the purest of the pure bloodlines and all that.
But, this is not... Best in Show, I know it was a comedy, but it's not too far away from this world.
Oh, no.
No. But the thing about the dog show is that the winner was not the biggest part. This particular video that is going around is what is the biggest part.
Get to the outside. Push. Get over there. Get over there. Oh, my goodness. You're fine. Just get to the backside. You're fine. That was too bad.
So one of the bits of the competition that you guys are aware of is the agility test that goes on. They're running up and down the ramps. Right, they're jumping over the deals. They're running in and out. Well, the trainer that was running with this particular dog was a little bit on the heavier side and couldn't keep up with the Boston Terrier that he was running with, and he actually tripped and fell.
And so the terrier then went the wrong way.
No, he blocked his path.
Oh.
Like this terrier was running headlong, and he actually fell right in front of where this terrier was supposed to go. Now he's thrown off. He has no idea where to go or what to do because this was not in the script at all. So it took too much time off of his overall time score there.
They ain't messing around when it comes to that stuff.
No.
Like, it's very silly and unimportant to me, but I understand to the people that it is important to. Nothing is more important than
Absolutely. This is what we've spent our entire lives working for.
Absolutely.
Why do I feel like no matter what, the Westminster Dog Show, I feel like who won it is never the biggest story that comes out of it. I feel like there's always some video of some dog having the time of his life, completely not taking it seriously, or a case like this where the guy fell over, tends to be the bigger story that comes out of this dog show.
Oh, that's inevitably it.
Right.
It's like anything. That's, whoever wins, you're kind of like, yeah, okay.
To be fair, I didn't know that there was more than one. I thought there was just the one that was around Christmas time. Then all of a sudden, I'm seeing all these videos come up, and I'm thinking, okay, so you guys have been holding on to this for 6 months, but...
How many are there?
That's a good question.
Look, I'm right there.
Dog shows? Well, don't they have different nights at the Westminster depending on the breed of dog that they categorize?
Oh, really?
They're the individual... so the hounds, they have their best in show... however they divide that stuff up.
There are 3 national dog shows in the United States each year. The American Kennel Club National Championship, the Westminster Kennel Club Annual Dog Show, and the National Dog Show that plays a little bit later on.
Okay, damn, I did not realize that.
Taking a quick turn here, this comes to us from BuzzFeed. It says pretty much all parents and grandparents want to be seen as cool by their kids or their grandkids, and that also goes for celebrities. And so we've actually got an entire list of celebrities. There's 14 of them in total that actually took certain roles just because they wanted to impress their kids or they wanted to do it for their kids or their grandkids or something like that.
You want to do everything for your kids.
We'll say,
absolutely.
One of my favorite stories was from Chris Pratt, and he was in the later Jurassic Park movies. Right. So he said he took his kids to Disneyland or Disney World, whatever it is, but they have like the Jurassic Park, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So his kids go, and he's like, I'm the goddamn star. I take my kids to this thing, and there's a guy who is dressed as my character.
Correct.
They have the animatronic dinosaurs. He said when those kids left, the kids wanted that dude's autograph because they're like, hey, Dad, that guy you played in the movie, we met him for real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. So these are roles that actors took so their kids or grandkids would think that they were cool. Number 14 being Larry David, says that he did a cameo with his daughters on Hannah Montana episode because the girls were big fans of the show, so that's why he took that role.
All right.
Number 13, Idris Elba, voiced Shere Khan in the live-action Jungle Book for his kids.
Look.
So he played the main bad guy there.
Anytime you can be in an animated movie, I think you got to jump on that.
Children of Idris Elba, your dad's just cool.
Right.
Just understand.
He doesn't need any other qualifier.
Right.
He's cool.
He's just a dad to them. He's not that cool. He
should have shown them The Wire. I was Stringer Bell, mother.
Ben Affleck was Batman for his kids and said wearing the costume to his son's birthday party was, quote, worth every moment of suffering in Justice League.
Yeah, dude, look.
Ryan Reynolds did Detective Pikachu so that his kids could watch one of his movies since he does a lot that are R-rated.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's not a lot of movies he makes that they come on.
One of Dad's best movies that's completely underrated is Waiting.
Love Waiting.
Waiting is fantastic.
I don't know if his kids have been watching that just yet.
No, they got a little time to go on.
When they get older, like, Dad's real cool.
Waiting to see Van Wilder. Number 10, Viggo Mortensen, his son insisted that he accept the role of Aragorn in The Lord of the Rings.
And that actually went to someone else first. Man,
yes.
I can't. It was something like Liam Neeson or someone kind of along those lines, right? Just a tough guy.
And then it became like his biggest role. I had not known him in anything else.
He was mostly a character act. You'd recognize him in a bunch of movies that he was not the star of, right?
Gotcha.
That kind of thing.
These are roles that actors took so their kids or grandkids would think that they were cool. Number 9, Julianne Moore. Her kids demanded that she read the Hunger Games series after being cast in Mockingjay. They were fans.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Number 8, Michael Sheen did Twilight because his 10-year-old daughter loved the books and she squealed when he landed the role. I don't even know what part he plays in that.
Everybody loved Twilight when that came out.
That was
the biggest thing ever, man.
It was.
Dude, I mean, you couldn't go wrong with that if you had kids that liked it.
Except for Kristen Stewart. Number 7, Raul Julia, I believe.
Yeah, Raul Julia.
Yeah, did Street Fighter because his kids were obsessed with a video game.
Boy, oh boy,
Which that's
he
gotta
sacrificed
be cool, right?
for him. Yeah,
Hell
the
yeah.
movie was horrible, but like your kids are happy.
Exactly. Number 6, Will Smith said that a lot of the cast of Shark Tale was doing it for their kids. Willow was 3 at the time.
Okay.
It was that animated shark movie that they got going on there. Again, these are roles that actors and musicians took so their kids or grandkids would think that they were cool.
I thought it was the porn night on Shark Week.
Yeah, Shark Tale wasn't bad.
Tale.
That actually wasn't bad.
That was a good one. That was Jack Black and
I have not seen that one. I'm happy to say.
I like Nemo better, but it was.
Yeah, I'm with you. Number 5, Kate Winslet took the role of the villain in Divergent for her 12-year-old daughter, which I'm assuming is a fan of the series.
Then got nude in the movie.
When do you watch Titanic? Richard Harris at number 4 accepted the role of Albus Dumbledore in Harry Potter after being threatened by his granddaughter that she'd never speak to him again if he didn't do it.
Well, she's right.
That means he's offered the role at that point, right? I mean,
exactly.
Dude, I would have played it if they offered it to me.
So let's play a little game with these last 3 here. This is number 3. This is from the show Bubble Guppies. Can you name the celebrity?
Stop right there, said Fishy. You're under arrest.
Is that right? Squirt them with the stink sauce, Ruffy. You got it, boss.
You know who this is?
No.
I don't, but I will say thank you for the PTSD. I had thankfully forgotten about Bubble Guppies.
That is the Prince of Darkness himself.
Is that Ozzy?
What?
That is Ozzy Osbourne.
Wait, play that again?
Officers.
Are you...
I think we've got all the smack we need.
He voiced this character on Bubble Guppies for his 2-year-old granddaughter.
Nice.
Wow.
At number 2, this is from Family Guy.
Peter, did you start a coalition for fat guys?
Yeah, the Fat Guy Coalition.
Peter, you shouldn't encourage people to be fat. Fat people are immoral.
How do you figure, sports fan?
They're just bad people.
Who do you think there played Patrick Pewterschmidt, Lois's deranged brother?
Don't know.
It's the recovery of Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
wow.
Asked to voice a character on Family Guy episodes because his son was a big fan.
Wait a minute. Your dad played Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Doolittle, Iron Man. Like, not good enough, Dad.
I need you in Family Guy.
Everybody's a fan of Family Guy. He should be too.
Yes, and this is number 1. This is a role that actors and musicians took so their kids or grandkids would think that they were cool. Can you guess the celebrity from SpongeBob SquarePants?
What is art?
Oh, I know.
I thought you'd never ask.
Gotta get
Art
through
is the
Squidward here.
conscious arrangement of elements in a manner that affects a sense of beauty.
Not even close. Art is what happens when you learn to dream.
It sounds nothing like himself. This is David Bowie.
Wow.
He voiced a character on their special for his 6-year-old daughter, calling it, quote, the holy grail of animation gigs.
Sweet. And you know how it works there. If you're David Bowie, right?
Right.
One of those say, what role would you like me to play? Right? Kids say whatever. If he just called and says, hey, it's David Bowie, let me be on your show. You're like, yep.
Yeah, and the character that they drew him into kind of fits what David Bowie was. As far as what to watch here tonight, the series premiere of Celebrity Dating Game is at 10 o'clock tonight on ABC. Zooey Deschanel is your host, and Michael Bolton gives special musical clues. Ready for that there. As far as late night tonight, check out Seth Meyers. He's got on Luke Wilson.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW. The men's room is in progress.
Oh, no headlines as we run out of time. Well, there it is. Time. Ryan Castle joins us tomorrow. We'll sit and spin a lovely Taryn Daly's up next.
Yes, indeed, it's all true, but in the meantime, we'll be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The men's room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A double flush production.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.